Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss the Cloudflare free TLS and the free offering by Cloudflare. It is very powerful service which offer not just DNS, TLS, a lot of other services, almost uncounted services. I'm using for a while, so I would like to share some of the stuff which I have been doing for the last half decade. So these are my domains, saklanmushtaq.com, famous domain with the former legend cricketer Saklan Mushtaq. And these are the two my tested domains, cloudgeeks.tk. So I'm going to use this domain. So what I've done, I've spin up a tiny VM on of Ubuntu OS in my GCP account. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to connect with this machine. So simply copy this guy and let me do some of the stuff. For instance, log in into this machine, and then I'm going to install Docker. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spin up a small, tiny server of Nginx in Docker container, and we are going to use the TLS certs. So what I've done, I've created a repo for you guys. So this is the tls.shell, and this is the cloud layer tls.shell. Okay, let me, I think I have to rename these. Okay, okay. So it is, okay, that would be fine, but yeah, it should be docker.shell. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply copy this guy and show you some of the stuff with regard to that. So this TLS.shell is going to create a self-signed certificate for your domain with the certificate authority, and we are going to create 100 years self-signed certificate. This is my domain cloudgeeks.tk, and this is the subdomain with star and domain. So I'm not going to go for all the detail what how this script does and what it do, but I'm going to show you the quick way. Simply you need to copy this script from this repo. I'm going to simply copy this guy, and I'm going to simply open this in Nano. I'm going to call this tls.shell. So I'm going to simply right click, paste it, and I'm going to just simply save it. Yes. And I'm going to do chmod plus tls.shell, and I'm going to simply run it. So what it does, it is actually created the directory. Let me navigate to this directory. It created the certificate authority, certificates along with your domains, cloudgeeks.tk.cert, cloudgeeks.tk.key. Anyway, this is with regard to the cert creation. It is that simple. Now I'm going to cover the last script, which we need to cover further. I need to set up Docker here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to simply install Docker, right? And I'm going to simply do the installation of Docker. And let me come to the last part of my deployment, which is going to be a small container of Nginx, and we are going to use HTTPS. So this is the domain name. You can put your domain name, right? And then I'm going to create directory nginx conf in the home directory, right? And we are going to use this basic conf.d. I'm calling this tls.conf. So it is pretty much the basic stuff. SSL certificate and CRT, it is going to pick up from that TLS directory. You see, and this is mounted in ET c/SSL private, and it will take the search from there because our domain is this cloudgeeks.tk. So cloudgeeks.tk.cert in this configuration, and key is going to be picked up, and we are going to use this script. So let me show you that remove -f like get Docker, and I'm going to create one more script, nano, call it docker.shell or whatever, just this simple script for understanding. I'm going to simply copy this guy and I'm going to paste it here. Right click, paste, and I'm going to save this guy, right? And I'm going to say chmod plus x docker dot shell. I'm going to simply run this guy, and what it does, it is going to pull the image and create the directory what we have already discussed. So we have this Nginx up and running on 443. So if I do curl if config dot me, and the IP address of this server is this, right? So guys, I've copied the IP address of this guy, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all check this port is listening on this server or not. You need to upgrade your firewall. So I've already done that. You have to do that to make sure that you don't have any issue. So this part is done. This is done. This is pretty much done. So let's navigate to the Cloudflare. This is my domain. What I'm going to do, navigate to the DNS section. Simply, I'm going to create one DNS entry and add a record. I'm going to add a record here, right? I'm going to call this app. Let's say example, just the app's fine. So I'm going to save this guy, right? And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to, okay, this is the proxy. So if you do NS lookup, this IP is not going to be shown. For instance, if you do DNS lookup or this, so it is purely give you a security along with the HTTPS. So let me show you. If I do app.cloudgeeks.tk, you see refresh. I mean, this is our Nginx up and running with proper TLS. And I was just want to show you that I've just using the self-signed certificate, and it is going to Cloudflare. What it does, it is going to auto renew this particular certificate automatically, and we don't have to worry about this because we are using the self-signed certificate with 100 years, and that's it. So we are good to go with regard to the, I mean, certificates. Okay, this is the powerful feature, and also let me show you the stuff. For instance, um, if you navigate to the SSL, okay, I've already opened in another tab. So you see, you need to have this full SSL enable. You see, I mean, I'm using self-signed certificate on my origin, whether you're using Kubernetes or, I mean, a VM, whatever you're using. You can use self-signed certificate in your cloud provider, and we are pretty much secure with HTTPS. So that's what can do. So you see, I can use different version of TLS. I'm not going to show you all the trail because the video length is going to be too much more. This is how we do the encryption. If you navigate to the page rules, you see these are the rules because we want to set up the redirection like HTTPS. If someone put HTTP, we should be able to do the redirection. So you see, these are the rules. I've opened in another tab and I put this rule start.cloudgeeks.tk. So it is going to simply redirect to HTTPS. So there are many features Cloudflare provides. If you scroll down, how much traffic is going to your network, it provide. Let me navigate to the overview section. You will see the stuff with regard to the traffic analytics. Past day traffic, last hour traffic, how much has been cached, how much served on HTTPS, email service protection, security, access to the private networks. So you can have a lot of stuff. You see, this is my area or country. So you can do lot of stuff with regard to the setup of Cloudflare for free, and also it has also paid services which are very cheap as compared to the cloud provider like AWS or GCP. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Have a nice day.